No one. Here, Ben. I showed him who's boss. Oh my god, my freaking reel came off of my freaking rod. How does this happen? How does this happen? How does this happen? I don't know, but apparently it happens. What is up, guys, and welcome back. Another episode of the Fray Experience out here at beautiful Los Banos Creek. We're out here in the jet boat today because it's a 4-stroke and it's just easier to get the boat inspection and then send on through to launch here. I am boat number 1. It is, I believe, 8 o'clock. I live about an hour and 45 minutes from this lake, so it was a bit of a journey for me to get down here. A lot of the roads are flooded. This place is flooded. It is dangerous. It's been, I believe, raining for almost 10 days straight. This is one of the days that is a break in the storm. I believe tomorrow will be as well. So I'm going to get as much fishing in as possible for today, tomorrow, and possibly Sunday, so I could pump out videos for you guys, because if it's raining, I can't go fish because camera gear gets wet. But I'm going to quit talking. I'm going to launch the boat, and I'm going to go through kind of what we're going to be doing today. So let's get to it. Alrighty, guys, made it to the first spot of the day, and today I'm going to try to not fish anything I fished last time when I was here at Los Banos. I'm going to try to give you guys new stuff, new tips, and what to do, what not to do, and hopefully that'll help out. First tip of the day. We've had rain for the last 10 days straight. Obviously the water's going to be muddy. I didn't think it was going to be actually this clear. I thought it was going to be chocolate milk. That's going to, with it being stained, it's going to probably hurt some of the things I want to do, so I may not try for all that long. I'm not going to fish the creek arms right now. If you guys know what creek arms are, it's little branches that come off of the lake. That's the easiest way to explain without going into detail. I'm going to stay out of those till hopefully the water is going to warm up, till that sun gets a little bit higher and warms up this dirty, cold water. So that's the first tip of the day. Don't fish cold, muddy water unless you have nothing else to do. But I'm going to quit talking and make a couple casts of swim bait and hopefully put together a kick-ass video. Terrible first cast of the day. Absolutely terrible. Actually, what I'm doing right here, guys, I'm actually fishing the mouth of a creek arm, quote-unquote creek arm for Los Banos. If it gets too cold, the water that's coming is too cold, it's going to push these largemouth out here, hopefully to the mouth or another spot they could stage in, not so deep into the creek arm, but initially somewhere out towards the mouth where the water should be necessarily warmer, unless the water coming into the creek arm is warmer, and I don't think it's going to be warmer at all. I think the water in the creek arm is actually be quite a bit colder than it is in the actual main body of this lake. So I'm just going to fish the mouth of this, make a couple casts, and then keep moving and grooving, see if we get something going on. Well, we have what seems to be a bit of a stick up over here, a decent sized little stick up. So what I like to do, guys, when I see a tree, a lone rock pile, lone tule clump, anything that's isolated, and by isolated I mean it's by itself. So I like to pick up my most confident bait that I have, in which is a drop shot. If you guys have been around for a while, you guys know I love drop shot. So I pick up, like I said, my most confident bait. Yours could be a Cinco, a jig, anything that's super finessey. And I like to throw it at that lone isolated stick up or whatever it may be. And I like to make a couple casts. Initially, I don't like to throw right at it, because if there's a fish on it, I just screwed it up, because unless those fish are on fire and they're eating real good, normally casting straight at it, you'll catch one and then you kind of just burn the spot. I like to actually make casts about 5 feet away from it, then about 3 feet, and then right on it. So that's a big thing you guys should really really do, because you may catch one off of it, and another one off of it, and another one off of it as you're working your way closer into the actual structure itself. And then along with this lonesome stick up, it seems to be this is a bit of a shallow flat, and that stick up might be right where the flat goes and drops off. So I made my cast about 3 feet away from it. Now I'm going to make my cast right on it, but I'm going to throw it on the side that I think should have a little bit deeper water on it. And also, if you're fishing a tree, look at the way that the tree's actually slanted in the water. If the tree's sticking straight up, you're golden to throw right at it. But if it's leaning like this one is, this one's kind of facing towards the bank, I want to throw to the side that it's leaning to, down by the base of it, not necessarily over the top of it, where if I do hook a fish, now I got to fight it up and over a tree and a chance of breaking it off. I want to be able to fight that fish out to deeper water. Oh my god, my freaking reel came off of my freaking rod. How does this happen? How does this happen? How does this happen? I don't know, but apparently it happens. Well, first fish of the day on a chatterbait. I don't need to explain, you guys saw that, but first fish on a I'm lost for words, I don't know. I thought I hit a stick and all of a sudden it started pulling back. Even now. I thought I was for surely going to lose that fish. Putting a chatterbait through this timber. Not typical timber that I'm used to. These are more like weird little sticks. But that fish is right where it should have been. It goes thick timber, a perfect runway. But that fish was right where it should have been. A big old, about 16 feet of thick timber to a perfect little runway. That fish is right there in the perfect ambushing spot. You guys probably won't be able to see it, but there's a line of just mucky brown dirt water, and this is where the clean water and the dirty water mix. And initially it's the temp change. It's where the cold water meets the warm water, so that dirty water is going to be a lot colder than the water that I'm currently in, and I'm in 59.6 degree water temp. So warm water, cold water meet, that's the temp change. That is the log jam, quote unquote. So it could be a good spot. Stick. In that dirty water, again, just hit it real funky. He's not all that big. Whoop. I was just about to say it'd be nice to get a bite outside of the temp change, or actually in the temp change, to see if there's gonna be fish in it. So there might be fish in here. A little chunky largie fell prey to the jackhammer. Not a bad one, I'll take it though. But this water is dirty, dirty. Thanks, buddy. And guys, that setup was on a 7.6 medium heavy Enigma iPond series rod, a sponsor of course. And the real bread and butter of this combo, guys, is this 12-pound tactical. So this tactical, guys, why I like to throw out reaction baits, especially cranking, chatterbaits, all that stuff. It's super abrasive, has a really good knot strength. It has a little bit of stretch in it. I like the stretch, especially when I'm cranking, so the treble hooks don't pull out, but it works real good paired up with a chatterbait. Real good. I'll have a link in the description for the rod if you guys would like to cop some of that, but more importantly, the P-line is where it's at. So guys, when the water gets chocolate milk like how it is, where there's no visibility at all, less than an inch, do not be afraid to throw your bait in the same spot, the exact same cast 3 times. Because really, these fish are going to pick up the vibrations from this chatterbait. They might get a little look-see of that blade, but really, you're going to have to put it in front of their face. So they're going to feel those vibrations. You got to get it really close to that fish. So if you think there's a fish, let's say I think there's a fish on that stick-up. There's 3 of them. 3 stick-ups. I'm going to make 3 casts. Maybe 1 extra, 1 more. It all comes down to putting that bait in front of those fish's face when it gets cold like this, guys. Cold and dirty water. I'm fishing right where the dirty water, the chocolate milk, meets the clean water. So initially what's happening is current from all this dirty water, or the incoming water that's dirty, is pushing all this stuff down here. So these fish should be mixing in this area, because what's happening is with this dirty water is also current, which is going to bring food, which is going to bring bait fish. This bait fish should really school up and kind of bounce around in and out of this cold, dirty water into the warm water. I'm just applying the tactics that I know from the the mudlow lakes to, I guess, Los Banos Creek. Don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try it out. Really kind of slow rolling it so I kind of bounce off it, because the faster I go, the more those treble hooks are going to go side to side and try to hook any little debris that's there. Yeah, there's one. Oh, he came off in the tree. Damn. He broke my hook. That was a good one. That was a good one. Alrighty guys, so we're calling it a day out here at beautiful Los Banos Creek Reservoir. Overall, in my opinion, the bite wasn't all that great. It wasn't bad. I don't come out here that often, so in my opinion, I did pretty good. Overall, I had fun. It's not always about catching. It's just about learning, gaining some experience, trying new things, and fishing new waters that I never really get to fish. So 2021 is kind of the year that I'm going to kind of branch out and try to fish different waters that I normally don't fish. Like, I'm talking driving down South California, up North California, fishing a lot more areas I normally don't fish to, you know, give you guys some better content, help hopefully grow the channel. So you go ahead and leave a like and a comment on, you know, this video and stuff, and leave a comment on you know, where you guys want me to try that. I normally don't fish. You know, I fish a lot of the mudload lakes. I fish Clear Lake. I fish Berryessa. So leave some comments on some lakes and fisheries and waterways that you guys think that I should try fishing. So, and don't forget, I got that Facebook group page if you guys are interested in joining that. Like I said, just a way to get a hold of me, talk to everybody else, post pictures, videos, all that fun stuff.